Well, after 7 weeks of testimony and a guilty verdict on 2 of the 5 counts, the judge overseeing the Sean Diddy Combs trial denied the music mogul bail.
Good Day's Briella Tomassetti has the details from outside Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center this morning. And that is now where Sean Diddy Combs will remain for the foreseeable future. But the question, Briella, this morning is really how long? What do you have on the latest?
Yeah, Tina and Tashani, good morning to both of you. That's right. Diddy has been held here since his arrest in September, and he is here this morning as we speak after the acquittal on those 2 more serious charges, but the guilty verdict on the transportation to engage in prostitution charges. His defense team, though, trying to get him out as soon as possible. That is the news this morning as we move forward. The judge wants to keep the rapper locked up until his sentencing, citing his violence to the public.
The judge did use that argument against him and said, you said your client was violent. You said that he had some issues with aggression. I don't want to release him while this is still pending because there's potential witnesses or victims that he could influence, and that's why he kept them awaiting the sentencing.
Judge Arun Subramanian announced from the bench prior to trial the court denied bail, and I see no reason to reverse that now. With that bail bid rejected, Diddy is currently set to be sentenced on October 3rd, but his lawyers are pushing for that timeline to be expedited, and the judge has set a remote hearing for this upcoming Tuesday, next week, to discuss it. Diddy stands convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Each federal count carries a 10-year maximum prison sentence. When he heard he was acquitted on the most serious charges, he shook his fists under the table in victory. He then dropped to his knees, put his head on the chair where he was sitting, and prayed. Mark Agnifilo, the lead defense counsel for Diddy, was reluctant to talk bail with reporters, claiming that it's still a pending, unresolved matter, but he did address the stunning verdict.
One thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Southern District of New York issued a statement saying, in part, sex crimes deeply scar victims, and the disturbing reality is that sex crimes are all too present in many aspects of our society. New Yorkers and all Americans want this scourge stopped and perpetrators brought to justice. Diddy's lawyers say under federal sentencing guidelines, he would probably face around 2 years in prison. Prosecutors believe he would serve more time, 4 or 5 years, due to his history of violence. But we won't know exactly what the sentence will be until it's in the hands of the judge. For now, we're live in Sunset Park. Tina and Tashani, back to you.
Briella, thank you.